So I just finished my workout. I'm currently doing Transform 20. It's a Beachbody program, and it's only 20 minutes, but I am dripping, and I have been very good about staying really accountable this week because I had surgery in the end of July. So right now when this video will be put out, it'll be about 2 months since I've had surgery. So I've had to really get back into it, and it's been a little bit difficult. I started out with just being more active with walking and going on walks with my lunch, and now I am finally getting into a workout program because I haven't been feeling like myself, and I know I always feel better when I am working out. And honestly, I feel like as soon as I get my workout done, it just makes me want to go and do more things. So I have a full day of content editing. I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll take you guys with me to get ready for some content. Well, hi. You guys. So my name is Shelby. I'm one half of Miss Willa's book club, and I am just taking you with me on a vlog today. I have quite a bit of stuff going on today. I have a lot of content creation that I need to do since it is the end of September. I want to get done my end of September book log, I guess we could call it. And then I want to go through and vlog about what I'm going to read for October. I have never vlogged before, so this is my first time, but I'm very excited. I love to watch these from other people, and so I always think they're super fun to watch, so I thought I would do that. One of the things that I think is super fun is to see what is going on in other people's lives, because everybody's lives are just so different. We all have different things going on, and for me specifically, I work full-time. So I graduated with my PharmD in May, and I manage clinical trials, and so I work full-time Monday through Friday, and I also run a podcast with my best friend. It is very fun, it is very fulfilling, but it can be a lot. And so on weekends, like today, it is Saturday, I spend a lot of my time doing content creation and getting everything figured out for that. So today, I'm just going to talk while I get ready for that content creation. I also have a few videos that I need to edit. I have to edit our podcast and the video that is going to be coming out tomorrow. I have been so busy all week, and so I have not had a chance to do that yet. With every podcast that we do, we also record it. And so we also upload those onto YouTube, and it's so fun. It's like a completely new space for me. I have never been much of I don't want to say social media, because I feel like I have done a lot of social media, but the YouTube podcast, like actually creating content for things, is very new for me. I am enjoying it so much, and it can be a lot. Since there is quite a big learning curve, it can be quite a bit to actually understand, like, the things to do, the things not to do. So yeah, the learning curve can be a little bit difficult, but it is super fun. I think the most difficult part of it is you go into something thinking that you have an idea of what you're doing, and then you find out that that's not the most efficient, not the most, like, easy, professional, I don't know. It's just not the way to do it. So you think you're going into something and you think something is going to take 2 hours, and then you realize that it is actually going to take you a lot longer than just 2 hours. So yeah, that has been quite the journey. Why did we start this podcast? So Jenna, my co-host and my best friend, and I have been friends since we were in 8th grade. So a very long time. And a couple of years ago, she recommended a book to me, and that book was A Court of Thorns and Roses. Well, at that time, I was in pharmacy school, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to read, and the first book took me a very, very long time to read. I'm gonna say months. I had not been reading since basically the only thing I read was textbooks. I did not have time for, like, anything else in my life, and she was like, you might want to read this. So she loaned me her copy. I read the book, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It, to this day, is still so near and dear to my heart, and yeah, the series is kind of the series that started it all. After that point, she lent me so many of her books, and we were already spending so much time talking about it. Well, last December, I came up to her and I was like, hey, we should start a podcast. And she was like, okay, a little bit hesitant about it, but then after I told her that I think it would be a good idea, she was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. But it did take her a minute to be super, super fully invested, because it is a new thing. It's a new space. It was kind of my baby. I did a ton of research onto what people are doing, what kind of podcast equipment we would need or want, or anything, and throughout all of this research, I realized that it was going to take a lot of work, not only to get started, but also to actually make something that people are going to want to enjoy. And so I spent a lot of time kind of like listening to podcasts. Like, I already listened to a bunch of podcasts, but I spent a lot of time like listening to podcasts, hearing what I didn't like, hearing what I did like, and kind of deciding what we were going to do for our own podcast. Fast forward a little bit, fast forward to June, because that was last December that I even initiated the idea. Fast forward to June, we recorded our first episode, and it was super fun. And it was like, wow, we're just talking. And I had kind of taken on a lot of the editing roles, and so I was super excited to get to editing and see what it would actually be like. It took me forever to edit the first video because it was, like I said, you go into something thinking that you know what it's gonna be like, and then it's completely different and it's a lot more challenging. So then after we recorded the first episode and it got launched and we launched our brand and we launched everything, then she got really excited and we decided that this was gonna be like our little baby. This is kind of like the thing that's keeping us sane. So yeah, that's a little bit about why we started the podcast, because we've been out now for, our first episode launched at the end of June, and we have literally just been loving it ever since. Like, this community is so fun, and everybody is so inviting, and everybody has been really inviting and loving with us, and it has just been an absolute blast. We are seriously looking forward to all of the things that we have coming up and all of the author interviews and the people that we have, and so we are just very excited. So yeah, that's a little bit about why we started the podcast. So one thing that has been really challenging is we both do work full-time in office. So that makes it really challenging for content creation. That makes it challenging to get together and actually like film and record the podcast, because it's tough to do it on a weeknight when all you want to do is go home, make dinner, work out, and go to bed. So it has been a little bit of a challenge in that sense, but we have made it work. We had found out what we do like to do and what we don't like to do, and so it has been a journey, to say the least, but a very fun journey. So we are both very, very busy people, and I feel like a lot of people out there as well are also very busy, whether you have one job or like a full-time job in office, whether you have a work-from-home job. Everybody is so busy, and I felt like it would just really resonate with people who are also trying to do like their fun things on the side. And for us, that's podcasting. For somebody else, it could be starting a different kind of a business, or even just keeping like a daily routine of like actually working out and like keeping yourself accountable. On the weekdays, I go to and from work. I come home, work out, make dinner, maybe do some editing. But since it is Saturday, I have a lot of content that I'm going to get through today. I have content that needs to be created. I have podcasts that need to be edited. I have videos that need to be edited. And so we have quite a bit going on today. And so I'll just take you with me. These are all of the books that I read in the month of September. So, first up on the agenda for the day is to edit and schedule our podcast that is coming out for tomorrow. So, we always do a recording along with a video, and so the way that I like to do it is I will put that all into Premiere Pro, and I can edit it all super seamlessly. So that is the way that I like to do things. I got my handy dandy headphones, and I just think it's so fun to go back and listen to everything, because I actually do forget like what it was that we talked about, especially if it's been a few weeks since we actually have filmed. And so I think that this is a super fun way to go through and listen to everything before it gets out. And then I'll also take little clips from our full video and upload those to our TikTok, and that is super fun as well. I feel like Instagram and TikTok is where we have met so many of our brand new book friends that it has been an absolute blast. So a little bit about Miss Willa's book club. I have had a ton of people ask me where that name comes from, and as I kind of said earlier, Jenna did borrow me her A Court of Thorns and Roses. Well, the next fantasy series that I read was From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and in that book, there is a lady named Miss Willa Collins, and she has a journal. And if you've read the series, you know. But she has a very spicy journal talking about her ventures, her spicy ventures, and it always makes the main character get a little bit like a little nervous. And it's used all throughout the series, and it is just so funny. And so when Jenna and I were talking about what we wanted to name our podcast, that was one of the first things that she said, and immediately I was like, that's it, that's what we have to do. Because we do a lot of like fantasy romance, and I feel like that kind of just encompasses all of it. So that's a little bit about where our name comes from. I really need to get started on this editing. So got my coffee, got my headphones, got my setup. I'll take you with me. Well, I just finished editing oh my goodness. I just finished editing our video and our episode for tomorrow that's gonna be out, and it just popped up and said 7 hours remaining. So while that's working, I'm gonna go film some other content. Whew, okay, so I just filmed everything I read in September. And this is only half of it, but everything I'm planning to read in October. I have some pretty dang good books, and so I'm really, really excited to get into some more like fall spooky vibes. And yeah, I don't know what is going on. It is so dang hot in our house right now. I'm like, I wanted some like fun fall vibes, and now it is just hot as heck. So hair is going up. One thing that I'm really, really excited about for October is we are starting our A Court of Thorns and Roses reread. We are doing an entire reread throughout October, November, December, and January, all in preparation for Crescent City 3, House of Flame and Shadow, I think it is. But in order to do that, we are going to reread Akhtar and Crescent City so that we can get down and dirty with all of the themes and really try to see what we can predict, so that when it comes out, we are like, boom, right on top of it. So super excited for this. One thing that I also didn't talk about on the video I just recorded was that we are also doing a book club. And so we had a ton of people on our Instagram vote on a book that they wanted to read for October. And so we will be announcing that shortly. And we are so excited because we've had coffee shops and breweries here in Denver. Since we filmed so much content, I don't know how we got so lucky, but the owners have been at every place we've been at. And so they have offered to host our book clubs. And so we just have like so many really awesome things lined up. Like this podcast has seriously opened up so many opportunities, and it's been so fun. And yeah, I'm just feeling really, really grateful. I feel like I just feel so fulfilled every time I like edit a video, edit an audio. Also, we got a Frankie. Hi, you want to come too? What a cutie. She runs the show with her pineapple. But yeah, so it's been super fun. We've absolutely just been loving it. So yeah, I think that's all I have for content creation today. I've already finished up my video that is going out tomorrow, and so I think the next thing on the docket is just to get ahead. I have time, so I might as well. What a productive day. I love it when a Saturday is like, ooh, like super productive. I got up relatively early today. I did a ton of housework. We vacuumed and mopped and did laundry and cleaned off the table that needed to be cleaned off forever. So now we have our kitchen table back. Made a good breakfast. And then I finally sat down and did a ton of content editing. I got out some TikTok videos and some reels, and it has just been such a good day. And I love it when days like this give you the motivation to keep going, because I'm like, I still have so much time left in the day to continue to make content. So I am exhausted from all the videos and stuff today. I did 3 of our podcasts, so I am literally set for the next couple of weeks. So exciting. I am exhausted. My head is literally pounding, and so we are heating up our Italian from last night. Totally fine. It's literally a place down in Denver here, and it is so amazing. So we're literally gonna do that, and we're gonna wind down. I am going to grab my Olipop. If you guys haven't had these are so good, and they literally like save my gut. This one is strawberry vanilla, and it is one of my favorite things ever. I'm like craving a glass of wine right now, but I'm like, I had a glass last night, and I'm trying to like limit my drinking a little bit and just trying to like lead a healthier lifestyle, because I'm noticing that like I'm starting to notice what is and isn't working for me. So I'm limiting alcohol and seeing if that is gonna like help me live a better lifestyle, whatever. So I've been drinking these, and I've been drinking some like wellness shots and everything, so hopefully that helps. But I'm gonna sit and have one of these. I'm gonna hang out with my guy, and I'm just gonna relax for the rest of the night. So I think this is it for tonight, but thanks for hanging along, everybody. This is definitely new to me, so bear with me. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.